We're here. I'm in studio still, not in Akron, Ohio. So it's
our first ever live show, or at least
like
live in the same room together for Peyton Corners.
It's kind of weird. I don't know where to look, man. I'm
like
not very versed in this. This was going to be like the ultimate shit talking episode. If the Yankees ended up winning the series, I was going to go like balls to the wall.
And so now it's my shit talking episode because we won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, congrats. You won 2 out of 3 at home. Like you're supposed to fucking sweep. I thought, what happened to it being really sweepy?
You know what? Luis Ortiz decided, he was like, dude, that was such a weird start yesterday. I knew it was going to get weird early when Judge hit the fucking, first of all, I don't know how that ball stayed in the yard.
Yeah.
Home run at 28 of 30 ballparks. And I was shocked. I thought Fenway was going to be the other one that it wasn't out of.
The Fenway dead center is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But was it
and
over
too?
Was it over left enough?
I think it was where
to be a cock shot.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, dude, Ortiz didn't bring it yesterday. He somehow had 8 strikeouts.
I was gonna say Ortiz, because I think Ortiz did bring it. I just think when it's either swing and miss or a barrel.
Yeah. And it's like he had 5 walks too, so he was wild as well, and didn't have good command of the zone. But when he did throw strikes, the Yankees couldn't hit it. Or well, they could, but then I don't know, dude. It was just a weird start. I had a bad feeling from the get-go.
There was just a lot of swing and miss. Definitely a weird game. But that was game 3. Game 1, you guys are good. You guys are a better team than I think I realized. To be honest,
it's coming together a little bit. There's still stuff that I want to see improved, especially from the shortstop position. Brian Rocchio had a fucking terrible series.
Yeah.
I mean, as good as he looked in the ALCS last year
against the Yankees,
dude, that's what gave me so much hope leading into this year. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We saw him put it together for 5 games. I know it's a 5-game sample size, but like the Yankees didn't want to pitch to him. And I'm like, all right, if the Yankees don't want to pitch to you, you're good in my book, dude.
They're swinging a hot bat. Honestly, like Volpe and Rocchio both did the same thing to us. It's so funny when we talk about our teams, like all like the weird mirror comparisons we got. Because like, remember, my belief in Volpe was because he was seeing the ball so well all postseason, hitting the ball really hard. I mean, hitting the ball off of big time pictures, off of Cole Reagans, off of Class A. Like he was tattooing the ball, and so you felt good whenever he came up to bat. I mean, shit, he had the Grand Slam in the World Series. Like,
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that too.
Volpe was putting this whole thing together the same way Rocchio was, and it's okay. Like a young player, like 500, 600 at bats in, they're seeing the ball, things are looking clean. Like these are guys that were both going to be like budding stars, and like kind of enter the conversation for like year 2. Or I guess the tier 2 of like AL shortstops that they were going to be like, like that was a comp. But no, they've both been bad since then. Like Volpe looked awful all series the same way Rocchio did. And they're both making weird look.
Hey, Volpe is actually like a plus defender this year.
He is.
He's made a couple weird plays, and there was that weird play.
The short of the in-between hop.
Yeah, which, what was that, game 2, right, on Tuesday?
Yeah, but that ball was hit like 101 miles per hour.
100%. I'm not going to blame him for that.
No, but it's just like he'll have like the play, it's like, oh shit, like that's my shortstop. Then the play, it's like, oh shit, like what's my shortstop doing?
Yeah. I'm trying to find the OPS leaders from last year's postseason because I'm curious where – see, it doesn't do qualified hitters though, but Volpe 815 OPS in the playoffs last year.
The kid was raking, dude.
And Brian Rocchio 906 OPS in the postseason. Like,
yeah, dude, they were hitting.
Hitting the ball.
Rocchio with those sunglasses. What'd you think?
Oh, dude. He was getting fried by Guardians Twitter yesterday, and rightfully so. I mean, it was a bad look. He looked like, I don't know. I was telling you earlier, it looked like, and I was saying this to my dad too, it looked like one of those pairs of sunglasses that like you buy at like a Halloween store that comes with a fake mustache, and you just rip the mustache off. What are you doing,
bro? He looks stupid. That's some stuff that I expect like Fernando Tatis to do, right?
Yeah,
like
100%.
I was like, you're on a slump too. He did have a really nice relay though.
Yeah. Oh, that relay was typical guards ball. I mean, Quan getting the ball in quick. Rocchio, perfect relay. Hedges did a good job. It wasn't a great throw by Rocchio. It was good. It was a clean, relay, but it was a little offline. And Hedges, I thought, did a great job making sure he secured it and then diving over to nail. I think it was Belly at home.
Yeah. Did you think Belly was going to score?
Oh, I did.
When that ball was hit?
I thought for sure. I don't know, dude. Belly had a weird day yesterday.
Dude, Belly's a weirdo.
He plays like he's stoned out of his mind half the time.
Because he literally is, dude.
So funny.
He had the really bad error in the first inning. Honestly, that inning, that error. I mean, the fact that they scored that in error and not an earned run. Helps my Rodon bet.
Oh yeah. Oh well, yesterday was huge for
my Rodon
for the
bet.
Rodon Gavin Williams bet because we're at shit. What did Rodon drop down to last night?
Dude, so for those who don't know, me and Pat had an ERA bet between Rodon and Gavin Williams.
Yeah.
And it looks like that's going to be the decider because it looks like Manzardo's going to have more runs than Austin Wells.
Rodon's dropped to 3.5 after yesterday.
It looks like Volpe's going to have a better OPS than Rocchio.
Whoa. We don't know that yet.
I think Rocchio's going to get replaced.
All right, Gavin's at 4.15, so you got the slight edge right there. Goddamn, 7 shutout. Oh, dude. It'd be my own team that screws me.
Dude, it's like there's like 3 things in this world that just like are hyper elite. Hoodie Mello, JTT versus Penn State, and Rodon versus the guards.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's like those
just
are the top
shoved,
3.
bro. He just shoved, dude. Rodon. What is it about Rodon? Like as a Guardians fan, do you worry about Rodon when he comes to play you guys, or do you think he's gonna like have a crumbling inning?
No, I told you yesterday, dude. I was like, we're screwed. He's over under with 6.5 strikeouts. I hammered the over. It was a no-brainer. He, whatever it is, just consistently dominates us. He's done it since he was in Chicago. Shit, he almost had the no-hitter. No, he almost had the perfect game. If he didn't hit Roberto Perez with a backdoor slider, he would have probably had a perfect game against us.
So, like, for me, it's the frustrating thing is, like, I think Guardians fans that, like, just follow the Guardians really religiously, they think that Rodon is, like, an ace or, like, a borderline ace.
And, I mean, he's shown flashes, but he's just never, especially since coming over to New York, he has not been that consistent in his time in New York. I mean,
bro, he is the white version of Ortiz. It's like these teams are, like, mirror images, dude.
But it's like you go to his, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he was a 4-WAR player before coming to New York.
Yeah, back to back. It was his last year in Chicago, 21, which was the year, I believe that's the year he had the perfect game bid against us. 13-5 with a 2.37 ERA and only 24 starts, 132 innings pitched. Then his 1 year in San Fran, 14-8, 2.88 ERA, 178 innings, 237 strikeouts. Led all of MLB with 12 Ks per 9 that year.
Yeah, he was a K monster.
But then since then, I mean,
his first year in New York was like a 6 ERA.
Yeah, dude, that was abysmal. But last year, all right, a 2-WAR player, 16-9, slightly sub 4 ERA, 195 Ks.
When he fails, it's loud.
Yeah, and you've been talking about it all year with him. It seems he just has that when something small like a missed call that leads to a walk, extends an inning, it unravels quick, and then it leads to a blow up inning for him.
Dude, it's so wild because I feel like the thing that's been beneficial for him is the ball keeps slipping out of his hands.
Okay.
And so he just focuses on spinning breaking balls and he doesn't worry about umps or anything because he keeps like having an internal fight with the ball in the mound. And it's like, I think he's actually an idiot. Because like if he could just focus on like fighting with the ball instead of fighting with his inner demons, he's so good.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happened. His last 2 starts, I believe he's got like 17 strikeouts, and he has not given up a run in his last 2 starts.
Yeah, dude.
In both starts, he's been fighting with the ball instead of fighting with his inner demons.
He's figured it out, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's like we're gonna distract you with. You're gonna argue with the ball. You're gonna fight with the mound.
We all have that tism in us. And
yeah,
we just
dude.
Gotta find it.
I don't care what
found
RFK,
Rodon.
I don't care what RFK says. You could have autism and play baseball.
Yeah, we I don't think we even touched on that on the show, but like, what an outrageous thing to say, knowing damn well, I think half of MLB has guys with the tism. I mean,
I'd like to introduce you to Zach Greinke.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What a world.
Fucking hysterical.
What a weird turn. So game 1. Was that all you guys game 1?
I mean, it was Gavin. We jumped out to a 6-0 lead
against Clark Schmidt. Gav looked good, man.
Gavin looks so good. Oh, he's starting to put it together. His last couple starts
that had me concerned with our ERA bet, but
I know. Well, you know what? I'm curious what it would be. One swing. If he didn't, all right, shit.
It would be this. No, it would be the same as Rodon's right now. Because remember, or like right around Rodon's.
So Gavin has. I mean, we could do the quick math. He has 12 earned runs in 26 innings. So what is that? Where's an ERA? I can pull up an ERA calculator. Hold up. 12 earned run, or so the minus those last 2, it would be 10 runs in 26. What is it? 26 and just 26 innings. So right now, if he didn't give up that 2-run home run, he'd be sitting at a 3.46. So I'd have a slight lead.
Yeah.
Because Rodon's currently is 3.5. There it is. One swing.
One swing.
It's so
A
drastic.
Dominguez swing.
Yeah.
I guess I want to ask you 2 things that surprised you from this series, and 2 developments you're really happy about seeing.
2 things I'm surprised with. Well, we're just cursed against you guys in recent years, dude. I can't remember the last time we won a series against you guys. So in a sense, I am surprised that we actually won the series.
Hey,
It's been a bad last few years playing you guys, and I know it because every series I am an emotional fan, and I get texts from a bunch of family and friends back home. Hey, do we have our usual bet on? And normally it's, a 6-pack of beer. We do this one, me and my dad versus my uncle and my cousin, a 12-pack of donuts at the beach house. Like, we just do different side bets. And it feels like every damn year I'm Venmoing someone, or I'm buying a 6-pack of beer for this person, buying something for someone else.
Time to go shopping. Pat Cahill's on the loose.
So it feels good to be like, oh shit, we're up in the series
everything
right now. Yeah.
That's good.
But it's always a season-long bet, so we got to take care of business in New York. So the fact that we won is a surprise. Honestly, the second surprise, I guess I would say the starting pitching. I thought in the past, the starting pitching against you guys has been our downfall. Guys try to nibble too much against you. They fail to go deep into games. They pitch scared to the Yankees is what it seemed like in recent years. I mean, shit, in the playoffs, only Bybee in that Game 5 start went 6 innings. Everyone else couldn't get out of
in the playoffs. We were scary. Everybody was hot at the same time.
Yeah,
like literally, like in the playoffs, like that's like Soto got hot at the end of the year. Judge was Judge, so you just don't want to allow him to get hot. Gleyber Torres got hot randomly at the end of the year.
Yeah,
and then Giancarlo Stanton went full supernova the last month of the year.
He couldn't miss. Dude.
No, couldn't miss. And then Austin Wells was putting together at the end of the year too. So it's like that team got hot oddly enough at the end of the year, and they were hitting a lot of bombs.
Yeah. I was just thoroughly impressed with how Gavin composed himself, going over 6 innings pitched, despite the home run of Dominguez. Everything else was flawless, I thought, on his end. Bybee did a good job because he had a rough first inning, pitch count wise, at least.
It looked like it was going to get ugly, my boy. Like I was at that game, and I made my boy Aiden stop because I was like, I got Ben Rice home run today.
First pitch, dude. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Dude, smoked it, dude. Smoked it. Now, here we go. I will say this, like a fastball first pitch to Ben Rice. Like, we got another scouting report. Like, that's an ambush monster.
That seems to me like just a blatant ignorance on Bybee's
part. Now, is it ignorance or arrogance?
I guess you could argue both.
Because, Pat, what did you and I do when we sat down and were looking at Ben Rice? What is the one pitch you literally cannot throw?
You don't throw a fastball. Anything else, he's actually been really bad against off speed and breaking.
He is negative destroying. He's negative run value in anything other than fastballs.
That's it.
Cutters, sinkers, and 4-seams, he is tattooing.
But credit to him. I mean, when you hit in front of Judge, you got to know that that's what you're going to get, and you got to be damn sure that you're going to drive that ball. And that's what he's done so far this year. I mean, he's been absolutely killing it. And the first pitch of the game to do that, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Is this really what today's going to be?
Yeah, I literally was with my boy, and I'm like, there's no way he throws him a fastball.
Oh, my God.
But obliterate oppo power.
Yeah.
I always get worried about the tall wall over there. It always concerns me a little bit.
I love it. I've always loved that aspect of Progressive Field. Just aesthetically, it's not in your face like the Green Monster.
Yeah.
But it's like just a nice touch, I think, to the ballpark as a whole.
I will say the thing I envy that Rodon doesn't have is Tanner can do that and then like sink his teeth in, and you're not surprised to see like, oh, he's retired like 7 straight Yankees.
Yeah.
Like because obviously like that happens, and then Aaron Judge. First of all, I think pitching to Aaron Judge 4 straight times is ignorant and arrogant.
That I actually don't hate that as much. Especially because none of those swings from Judge did damage. Granted, and there was no one on base. So it's like, if you're going to attack Judge, do it when there's no one on. Do it where the worst thing that can happen is he hits one out and it's a solo shot. To me, I trust if I'm Bybee, I'm the ace of the staff. Yeah, I trust in my stuff to get this guy out. And I know we talked about it. Is it setting him up for failure come playoff time?
Yeah, because that's what I keep thinking about. I keep thinking about like come playoff time, because that's what happened last year, right? Like you got in there, and everyone in the world knew that everyone knows come playoff time, the Yankees don't swing to get on base.
No,
they swing to hit bombs. That's how they think they're going to beat you every year. It's for better or for worse. Tanner Bybee attacked everybody. and at a time where the move is to pitch around Giancarlo and get to Jazz, who couldn't hit his way out of a brown paper bag. He attacked arrogantly Giancarlo, and Giancarlo changed the series with one swing. So
no, 100%.
But early in the year, it's okay. I mean, you like to think that like who caught that game? That was Bo Naylor.
That was Bo.
I would like to think that like I think Hedges has a better feel for it.
100%
back there.
I like when Hedges catches Bybee. Honestly, Hedges is the better. He has more control over whoever's on the mound, whoever's pitching. That's his role on this team, is to be, that defensive specialist that is going to command, is going to call the game the right way, is going to have good command over the staff and over the relievers that come in. It's just overall, you feel comfortable with Hedges behind the plate. He just cannot do shit offensively.
He can't hit. That's the big issue.
Yeah, it's a trade-off.
He's got a good feel. I know Tanner Bybee put it together, and then you guys had like the fucking. Here's the thing: you guys have not really been playing too much guard ball this year on offense.
And
so,
there's,
of course, like as a Yankee fan, I'm sitting there on third baseline. I'm just watching you guys just like guard ball it up, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about it. I thought Will Warren was pitching really well up until that point in game 2. 6th inning, I think there was one out right when he was pulled.
One out, 2 on.
Still at 80-something pitches. I was kind of shocked to see that move. I also get it to some degree. You're now facing, Josie and Manzardo were coming up. That's the heart of the order for a third time against a rookie pitcher. You do worry about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think maybe Boone showed his hand a little too soon there.
He did. He should have let Will Warren work out of that. Like I thought that would have been a really big moment for his growth, like to get a chance to work out of that. Because his stuff was playing really well, and I didn't feel like anything was like being particularly tattooed.
No, he was honestly. It was nothing outs. Nothing extraordinary from him, but like he was getting outs, and that's all you can ask for.
He's like super efficient. Like you just look up and you don't feel like his stuff's super electric. You don't feel like he's generating a lot of swing and miss, but you look up and you're like 6 innings in, and he's giving up 1 run, and it's like, damn, like the kid is just kind of moving, and you can feel that he spent a lot of time with Garrett Cole, I think.
Yeah. You look at that outing, 5 innings, 5 Ks, only the 1 walk, only 3 hits allowed. It's like he was doing his thing.
He felt
only 82 pitches, 52 strikes. Like was doing his thing.
I'm like also like to bring in Leiter there when like they've had so much success against Leiter.
That is what surprised me more. The fact that they went to Leiter, but you've also said that you guys are played what? You just finished
13 days in a row with a game.
Yeah. So that
an already depleted rotation.
So you just that's something you're gonna have to live with as a manager, as a fan base. It's like, you're gonna have to make those decisions.
So obviously, like Mark Leiter gave up that inning, as he did. He tried to blow a game in the playoffs. Like that game 4 game was the same way. Like Mark Leiter came in there and
John Kenzie was so close, man.
Dude, because Mark Leiter he just something about hanging an off-speed pitch every now and again.
His stuff. I don't know. I'm shocked that. I don't know.
How do you get the worst stuff in your entire family?
Yeah, literally. But also, and maybe I'm just biased, but like every time we play him, we do well against him. It's like, why do you guys keep him around? It seems like everyone else in your bullpen has like really elite stuff. I can't think of an elite pitch that he has. Like everything is just kind of mid.
He throws a splitter a lot, and he's been passed by my splitter king that we'll talk about in a sec.
Oh man, well yeah,
but no, we're depleted in the bullpen. Like Ian Hamilton, it doesn't feel like him yet. Big ham dog.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Clayton Beater is still ramping it up. I think he'll be back in like 2 weeks.
Speaking of bullpen,
Loizaga, like all those guys.
Yeah. Speaking of bullpen decisions, I guess one of my biggest takeaways from this weekend was Cade Smith. Obviously, we knew Monday, Clase pitching 3 days in a row and then having the brutal outing on Sunday. He was going to be shut down Monday. Cade comes in, slams the door, striking out Aaron Judge to end it on just a nasty splitter, back-to-back splitters because he struck out Wells on that pitch too, got him looking. And then Tuesday, he comes in again, a second day in a row,
slams the door,
a 4-pitch save. It's like, you know what? It was all soft contact.
It was, Hyde Clase, the Yankees are home.
So Vogt came out after the game and said, well, you know what? Clase is experiencing some shoulder soreness after Sunday. Is that something to watch out for moving forward? I don't think so just yet. I think you need to get Clase's head on straight And I think you got to make sure that you figure it out quick. And I think the best thing for him is to, honestly, maybe it is to go on a brief IL stint, come back, AAA, get a couple rehab assignments in. You're going to blow your cutter past any AAA hitter for the most part, and then come back in with a clear head. I think that is what needs to happen, honestly.
Come back in with a clear head is all fine and dandy. But if you leave and boy wonder Cade Smith keeps slamming doors and everyone's loving it, and then here's the thing, if you regain that role, you now have to go the whole rest of the year without blowing a save. Because if you blow one, it's going to get real, real loud.
I mean, if he blows one, like early on in his
okay,
return,
yeah. If
he comes and locks the door 15 straight times and then blows a save, I'm not going to fret. But again, it's a good problem to have, and at the very least, Vogt takes a step back, and the coaches take a step back and realize, oh shit, maybe it's time to go closer by committee.
This feels a lot like Clay Holmes and Luke Weaver. I'll say it.
It's different to me.
Is it?
Clay Holmes always had those issues, underlying issues.
Clay Holmes was top 3 in like reliever ERA for like the 3-year window. Like his thing is he didn't have a lot of strikeouts.
Clay Holmes always walked batters though too.
And it was a lot of soft contact.
I don't know. I think yeah, dude. When he was on Pittsburgh, he had a 5 ERA.
I'm talking about when he was in New York.
When he was in New York, dude, I mean, 2.5, 2.8, 3.1, like all solid years for a closer, but like nothing dominant. Class A's been dominant. He's been a top 2 closer in the sport. Clay Holmes was never a top 5 closer in the sport. You
can say what you want. I just don't like when my guys that throw hard don't get strikeouts. And Colossae not being a strikeout guy is going to come back to haunt them, because if you're slamming the door, unless you're Mariano Rivera, you want to slam the door with no contact. And what does Cade Smith do? Cade Smith strikes guys out.
Yeah. My thing is, like, it would be concerning if like he was getting hit hard, but he's not getting hit hard.
Did Clay Holmes get hit hard last year?
I'd have to look it up.
No is the answer.
But Clay Holmes had the walk issues, which is completely like if you're not gonna strike guys out and you're gonna walk people, that's on the makings for an elite closer. If you give up soft contact because you're consistently in the zone, so you don't have to worry about the walks, you live with that, and you just gotta.
I'm just saying, I like my closer a little bit wild. I think Colossae could benefit from being a little more wild.
I'm not opposed to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and when you have that, yeah, guys get walked through now and again. I think Cade Smith is I think Cade Smith is better. I just think Cade Smith is going to be a better closer than Colossae is going to be closer wise moving forward. I don't think Cade Smith will ever have the year that Colossae had last year, but I think Cade Smith is nails, and he is your biggest gun, whether anybody wants to admit it or not, because he came in the highest leverage situations and shut down other teams' best hitters, and then Colossae got whatever part of the lineup at the end.
Yeah, but we also have to remember Class A also pitched against the best last year multiple times.
Yeah, he did.
So it's like I'm not worried about Class A.
All right, here we
go. I truly believe he's going to be fine.
It's a game 7. Aaron Judge is on deck. Ben Rice is up. 1-run game. Who does Pat send out there to slam the door
right now? Or are you saying,
like, I'm projected by the end of it's
we're talking ALCS match?
ALCS, man.
If I'm projecting that things are going to work out the way I hope they do, I'm throwing Class A.
Terrible move. Class A pounding that stupid cutter end zone to Ben Rice. It's going to be 1-1 by the time that third pitch is thrown.
We'll see.
Dude, the best thing for Class A is that he had that shoulder soreness, because him versus Ben Rice is a terrible matchup for Class A. Is it not? Is that because where does he place that cutter?
Well, Cade Smith also didn't face Class A, right? Cade Smith didn't face Ben Rice this.
He didn't.
No,
because
Ben Rice
he caught the day that Ben Rice was out,
because it was Wells who he struck out looking before Judge. And then he didn't face the meat of the order the second time through.
No, he didn't catch. Yeah, because he caught 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so we didn't get to see that, but I'm trusting Class A. I really do believe he's going to figure it out. I think the best thing for him is an IL stint, and just to work through what he was doing all of last year during the regular season, which is working inside and working up.
Excuse me, Manzardo. Been doing his thing, been hooping a little bit. Grade him out. And is he on the way? Is he out of the slump, or is the slump going to return in a big way?
Oh, he's back.
We're back. Okay.
We're so back, dude.
We're so back.
That series saw me all I need to see. The home run following Josie's bomb in game 1, the game-winning RBI double in game 2. I mean, he is becoming the next, like, it's the perfect protection for Josie in the order.
Yeah.
The two of them are going to be, we're going to go as far as those two and Quan go in the postseason right now, unless some other guys step up or guys that have stepped up kind of prolong it, like Arias. I think Arias has done a good job. But yeah, dude, Manzardo, oh, so fun to watch.
He's fun to watch. Good dude. Is he better than Ben Rice?
I think so.
Okay, so do you want to do an OPS bet? You want to add one to the table? Or are we chickening out?
No, let's do it.
Okay, what do you want? Or do you want that to be the tiebreaker? Or do you want?
Well, it won't be a tiebreaker.
Do you want to swap out one of your bad beats for that one?
Ooh, like, you're gonna allow me to do that?
Yeah, I will let you swap out the Rocchio Volpe bet if you want to fill that in. If you think you still got a chance.
Wait, and what was the other one? Oh no, it's Manzardo versus Wells.
Yeah, Manzardo versus Wells, and then Gavin versus Rodon.
Ooh.
So I'm just giving you the out. If you want to swap out that one for Ben Rice, Manzardo OPS, I'll roll with it.
I'm struggling because, dude, Volpe's OPS is at 680 right now. Rocchio needs one hot series, and he's right back in that. So I don't know if I want to swap.
But then if Volpedo gets going, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. You could be shit out of luck.
Also, can we talk about how John Boy still hasn't retracted that Volpedo nickname and is?
Bro, they're selling shirts.
Yeah,
dude. All-time bad
That's
stuff.
Wild.
All-time bad stuff.
Absolutely wild. All right.
I mean, I understand if you don't want to swap it out. I just, I don't know what we do if like a player gets DFA'd or loses their spot. I think I should win the bet if someone gets DFA'd and the spot gets lost.
No. It's whatever his OPS was at the time of DFA or demotion.
I mean, so you lost, basically.
Is
what that
right
is.
now.
You only get DFA'd if he like his ass for whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the swap, because I kind of backed you into this because I just asked the question.
Let's do it. I'll take it.
Oh, so you want the trade off? Oh my gosh, Ben Bonds OPS. That's an easy dealio.
All right,
you're really risking the biscuit because you might have just gave me the win for the whole thing.
I mean, no, you're already going to win the Rocchio one right now.
Yeah, you're right. Because Rocchio is so ass, bro. They need to take that job from him.
I was hopeful that this series, kind of a familiar opponent, one to feel good about. Like you played so well against them
last year.
Like you would think that. I was so hopeful that he was going to ball out this series. And I was talking to you on Monday, setting my fantasy lineup because I got to set it for the week in this one league. Rocchio is my shortstop. Do I roll with it one more time? And I did, thinking that, all right, he's going to do it against the Yankees. And he fucking flopped in the biggest way. I mean, looked awful yesterday, made the error in game 2, pimping a flyout that doesn't even reach the warning track. What the fuck are we doing, Rocchio?
He pimped the shit out of that, dude. Like, that shit was crazy.
Hit the weight room, buddy, if we're going to be doing that.
Dude. So, all right, well, he looked cool. He was aura farming. I love when players aura farm when they're, when their OPS is in the 6s.
Bro,
it's in the 5s.
580 OP. No, less than that.
Well, that's good because I wanted this to get interesting, right? And like Manzardo versus Ben Rice. We've been comparing those two for so long.
We have. And I'm shocked we didn't do looking back on it, I'm shocked we settled on Wells, Manzardo home runs.
Well, my thing was I didn't know how much Ben Rice would play.
Yeah. And we don't know
how much he's going to play when he gets back.
Yeah.
When Giancarlo gets back.
Well, he's going to play until he gets into a slump, really, because you can't. He's top 10 in the league in OPS. You can't sit him when Giancarlo comes back.
And you can get him a lot of at bats even when Giancarlo gets back. Because obviously Giancarlo's not going to play every day. Like there's going to be the Goldschmidt off days. There's going to be. I mean, honestly, like he'll catch at some point when Giancarlo gets back. I'm sure
he's going to be your version of David Fry was for us last year. I mean, plug him wherever. I still think you guys should figure out a way to get him some outfield time because I think him, to playing a couple games a week and left could do wonders for your lineup.
The issue is Dominguez is heating up.
He is.
like heating up, and like he fucking smoked some balls, dude. Like,
yeah, that home run that he hit off Gavin was a nuke.
Was absurd. He's got really big time power.
What were your biggest takeaways from this series?
I'm glad Cookie didn't have to pitch because I think that could have got ugly, and I would have hated to see him over there. The Yankee lineup is really anemic once you get past the big three. Bellinger has to figure it out offensively and defensively. Jazz Chisholm looks like he doesn't belong in the big leagues right now. Anthony Volpe's bat has been really, really bad.
Brother, he had the golden sombrero yesterday.
Yeah, like he's been really bad, and it's really, really disappointing. But I think that like Ben Rice and Aaron Judge are saving this lineup, and Goldie too.
Yeah, Goldie, man, he looked good yesterday too. I mean, he almost went yard.
Yeah, he like the swing's very scoopy. He scooped the double.
Yeah, but dude, he's hitting what 350 on the year, like
357. So him and Aaron Judge, their combined batting average is 404. Which is fried. Aaron Judge like decided he just wasn't going to strike out this year, and it's been like a really fascinating watch because he's just hitting everything.
Yeah.
And he's not really doing the damage swing. I noticed that he'll do the damage swing if it doesn't have 2 strikes. And
yeah, like early in the count.
And then it's like, I'm just gonna like hit this ball 110 miles per hour to the
opposite side,
side, and see if anybody wants to get in the way. But honestly, like Ben Rice might be the perfect leadoff guy for Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
just because he's a violent fastball hitter.
That's funny because we were talking about it with Wells before the season.
Yeah,
kind of that same profile. But man, Rice, it's just what he's doing versus fastballs this year is insane.
Yeah, honestly,
and I don't know when the league's going to adjust because we've been talking about it. We're a month into the season. And we haven't seen teams adjust. At least fucking my team didn't adjust.
Bases loaded. Buddy came in and all he was doing was spamming off speed, and like Ben Rice looked so lost.
But why isn't everyone doing that?
I hope that people will watch it. Oh, Ben Rice can't hit a curveball.
I mean, that could have gotten ugly yesterday. That's another, I guess we didn't really talk about this, but the guy, Zach Kent, coming in, making his debut.
Yeah, shout out Zach Kent. You guys had a couple guys make debuts.
Yeah, him and Will Wilson made their debuts. The first Indians teammates to make a debut since Greg Allen and Francisco Mejia in 2017. Fun fact for
that's actually wild
out there. Yeah, Greg Allen, Yankee. And did Francisco Mejia, did he spend time with you guys too?
Probably. Everybody makes a quick stop.
He's played a little bit everywhere, I thought. Oh, no, it was just San Diego and Tampa. Oh, Tampa, that's probably what I was thinking of. I know he played somewhere in the AL East. But yeah, shout out Greg Allen. One of my low-key, like, just a fun guy to watch growing up.
This is so wild.
But anyway, Ken comes in, bases loaded jam against Judge and Rice back-to-back.
Who are hitting out of their minds.
Yeah,
right now.
I thought yesterday's game was going to be, all right, this is about to be 9-1 real quick and just leave a sour taste in the mouth. But honestly, like,
held his own, dude.
Yeah, getting both those guys out, staying out of a implosion.
Like Ben Rice, like can't hit off speed right now.
If I'm any pitcher in the majors, I'm watching that at bat and thinking, all right, maybe this is the cheat code.
I'm just saying, like, but once he figures it out, I'm just saying, y'all better watch out, dude. Like, the best number 22 in New York is who?
Right now, it's Ben Rice.
Yeah, dude. I was sending Pat the comparisons with some like
mid-ass
players, dude.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Volpe has a higher WAR than Soto right now.
Big Volpe.
So does Manzardo.
Yeah, everybody does.
Everyone's got a higher WAR than Soto.
And like his OPS plus is like 116, and so like everyone's is higher than that. That's good. That's pretty good. Dude, I thought you guys were for sure about to fucking come back and win Game 3.
Well, you know what? We didn't. Well, once we got Rodon out of the game, I thought, all right, this is the best thing for us. That 9th inning was crazy. I mean,
the 8th inning, we made you look insane.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about him yet, buddy. Fernando Cruz
is filthy.
You got him in a trade?
Yeah, for Trevino. They sent him and a catcher over to us.
I saw Scott Barlow take the mound in relief for Cincinnati last week. Scott Barlow was absolute dog shit with us last year to the point where we had to fucking get rid of Buddy. And you're telling me, Tito, Cincinnati, you got rid of this guy with probably the absolute most filthiest split change I've ever seen in my life?
It's disgusting.
For a backup catcher?
I've seen some guys put some bad like I've seen good players put really bad swings on that, and some Cincy fans were like, "Thank God he's gone," because they didn't like him last year. A lot of people thought he wasn't very good, like 35 years old, but no, he's bro. And the thing is, like, he's made a bunch of dudes look really silly.
The 2 worst at bats I've seen from Steven Kwan and Jose Ramirez in the last 2 seasons have come at the hands of 2 Yankee pitchers. It was Jake Cousins last year. with the slider, making them both look absolutely retarded at the plate. And then fucking Fernando Cruz yesterday getting both of them on that split change that just the bottom just falls off. And you don't see Quan look stupid like that. And oh my God,
he almost fell over. It looks like when guys would face R.A. Dickey. Like that's what it looks like. That's like the closest I can get to it. That paired off with being like way out in front.
Oh God,
way out in front.
It was a bad deal.
He's filthy, dude. And
but I mean, I was looking into it when we were talking about him earlier. It looks like he made a conscious effort to get rid of the cutter that was causing him some trouble last year.
That was a Matt Blake call.
Yeah, shout out Matt Blake. God, I miss him. But yeah, he kind of has figured out his own thing, and is relying a lot more on that split change. And it's producing a sub 1x batting average and X slugging. Like that's just
it's so disgusting, dude. And honestly, like if Devin Williams regains form similar like to Class A, like that 1, 2, 3 is going to be our like murderer's row.
Yeah,
in terms of pitchers, like our version of the 4 horsemen. We just don't have when Jake Cousins gets back, like that'll be the 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopeful on that. Who do you guys have next series?
So we got Boston. Shout out our guy Z in the chat, our resident Boston fan. Dude. We got the Sox this weekend. I forget if that's home or away.
It should be away, right? Like you guys don't.
No, I think because we were talking about it and we didn't have a getaway day. Yeah, we're home, which is why I thought it was so weird that we had an off day today. And so did you guys, but I guess oh, that's right. We were talking about because the Cavs were playing.
Yeah, 1 o'clock
that's why,
game. Yeah,
that's why the game was a day game. But yeah, we got Boston coming into town. We avoid Crochet because he pitched today.
He got hit around a little bit.
Yeah, he got smacked today. That score was
4-2 right now, top of the 7th.
Yeah. How did a Rosarena do anything? I have him in fantasy. Let's see. Where's the game day? Here we go. Come on, shout out to Rosarena. 3 walks and a run scored. All right, not terrible. Yeah, Crochet only made it through 5. I mean, struck out 9, but 5 walks, 5 hits, 4 runs. Ups his ERA to 1.95 on the year. Ridiculous start to the year. I mean, he was due for a clunker.
Oh, I just need all those AL pitchers to crumble a little bit because it's time for Mad Max to get a Cy Young.
I mean, dude, he's got to be the favorite right now. Do we have what are the live odds? I'm sure he's the favorite. Let's see.
Need a Mad Max Cy Young. I think he's gonna win the Gold Glove. I want a Cy Young on top.
Dude, holy shit! All right, Mad Max has the 4th best odds at plus 1,000 to win the Cy Young.
Just saying, dude, it's looking real Maddoxy right now from him.
Yeah, Crochet's still the favorite at plus 200. I mean, despite today, it's one bad start. His ERA still sub 2. Skubal going back to back is 2nd best odds, and then Hunter Brown, dude, who I've been waiting for this from Hunter Brown because
it's been electric.
Oh my God, I've been in love with his stuff for 2 years now. And I've bet his strikeouts so many times over the last 2 years because he grades out really well with my strikeout model. And now he's finally putting it together and is putting up zeros because he was getting shelled like the last few years.
Catching a lot of barrels for sure.
Oh my God. You look at his it was last year, 2 years ago. I mean, you look at, yeah, dude, his 2023 season, 11-13 with a 5.09 ERA, but had 178 Ks and 155 innings. Strikeouts were down a bit last year, but he settled in 11-9, 3.49 ERA.
His stuff is nasty, dude.
Dude, a 1.16 ERA in 5 starts. It's only 6 walks so far this year. Like just a leads the league in whip.
And he's had to pitch his ass off because remember there was that 2-week window where the Reds forgot how to hit a baseball, dude.
No, Houston.
Oh, Houston,
not Hunter Green.
I'm tripping.
Not Hunter Green.
Hunter Green this whole time.
No, Hunter Brown. Although I love Hunter Green too.
Yeah, Hunter Brown's been absolutely filthy this year.
Hunter Brown's been nasty. I love both those guys.
I guess I hate the Astros, dude. I was thinking about Hunter Green that whole time.
I have a love-hate relationship with the Astros.
I hate the Astros, bro.
Because they're a team, speaking of like hate watches, like they were my favorite hate watch after we would either get eliminated or miss the playoffs because y'all couldn't beat them. So it was always good time for me when y'all would face Houston.
Yeah.
But they also beat us and the fucking cheating scandal. It's like, fuck them. But also like I had a good time rooting for you when y'all were doing that shit.
No, we don't ever fuck with anything from Houston. And fuck Christian Walker too for going to Houston. I hate seeing him have success.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted him bad. So I'm glad that Goldie's better than him this year.
Yeah, although who's gonna have better numbers at the end of the year?
Christian Walker or Goldie?
Yeah. I mean, what's Walker at right now? because he's been.
You don't think Goldie can keep this up?
I don't think so. Christian Walker, I mean, honestly, he's been shit. So this is where me and you differ. We don't differ a lot on guys. This is one where when we were talking in the offseason about like, potential first base replacements for you guys, I feel like you were high on him. And I've always disliked Christian Walker because the guards have been in contact with him for the last couple years about bringing him over at a deadline and something. I don't know why I just can't get on board with him. I do not like him.
I like how he projects out. Like, I like Christian Walker, the hitter. I think he's like super firm, super steady. You can plug him in at 5 or 6 in your lineup and never have to worry.
I mean, for you to be a 30 home run guy each year and your OPS is barely cracking 800, like on base is just not there for him. I don't know, dude. He's like an all or nothing. Like, so I guess kind of similar to like.
I mean, what are you doing right now, dog? Like, that all or nothing is my style.
I know. Yeah. Well,
like you're a guard ball guy. You don't like that shit. Give me that. Like, bring that here. Like, all or nothing. Like, I'm in.
Yeah. It's just weird for me when it's like a right-handed power bat for you guys because like
I believe in it.
But
I believe in it. What else is going on around the league?
Well, here I'll throw our guy Z's thing up here. If you're the Braves, are you selling at the deadline, dude? If you're the Braves,
I mean, you have to, right?
I think so.
And now you got Acuna popping this shit on Twitter,
dude. It's a bad deal in Atlanta.
Did you see what he said?
What did he say again?
He said, if I would have done it, they would have benched me. That's fucking Acuna. That's your best player getting out on the TL.
That's your dude. They're going through the off-season drama that Boston had with the whole Christian Campbell, Roman Anthony, Endeavors situation. Like that whole thing is now, and the Red Sox have been fine. It's in season. The Braves getting off to this horrific start. Now the drama that's going on in the clubhouse. I mean, it's a bad deal for them. The problem is, who are their pieces that they can even trade?
I mean, like if you trade, you're committing to a complete start over because everybody's in their prime
and they're all locked up
for a long time. Like
they did that thing where they were extending everyone to those
like what Boston's
team friendly
doing now.
deals. Yeah. What they did with Campbell, what they're
trying to do with Roman Anthony and Marcelo. Yeah, no, I mean,
so I don't know what you do with Atlanta. It's almost like you kind of just ride out this year. If there's a couple pieces that you can deal, if Verdugo stays this hot, you can fucking trade him at the deadline, bro.
I can't believe it. Dude. Fucking Verdugo hitting above 300 and like showing some power.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's been what? 3 games, 5 games for him.
But if he keeps this up, I'm convinced that Jacoby Ellsbury has a curse on one Yankee outfielder a year.
And it was Verdugo.
Yeah, it was Verdugo last year. It's Belly this year.
All right, his average has dropped to 273. So
okay, well, I would still take that right now. He's hitting better than Belly, but Belly's good. I like Belly. We're good. No, Atlanta's in a bad place. They're in a really bad place.
Yeah, I don't know what the Braves are going to do, but I think I wouldn't do a complete fire sale. You've got too much of that core locked
up. Spencer Strider, do you move him for some prospects now?
Yeah.
He's now got the hamstring issue.
I know.
He's coming off Tommy John.
I would not. He's built. Just the way he's built, you don't fear that this will be like lingering stuff.
Okay. Well, I wonder if because he's so muscular, you do worry about the soft tissue injuries being a thing. Yeah. What did bros say? Like you never hear anybody about pulling fat.
Yeah, but
they only ever pull muscles.
I feel like that's different with position players, like outfielders, like Mike Trout, because he has to do all the stop and go.
But think about all the fat pitchers that never get hurt.
Yeah, but also like, I don't know who are the best pitchers in the sport right now. Like just Scooble's not fat, dude. Scooble's built.
Scooble's thick as shit, bro. He's not built. Scooble's a thick bull.
I don't know. I view him as being built, but
that's fine. Bartolo Colon.
Yeah.
CC,
yeah. All right.
Like those
guys. I get what you're saying. But yeah, dude.
You could move Strider and get a haul.
You would get an absolutely massive
like haul. You would want somebody's like top pitching prospect and like 2 middle infielders to start would be where you go.
I would do it. Send Brito, fucking whoever our top pitching prospect
who is the Guardians' top pitching prospect?
We don't really have any, dude. This has been our problem, which is kind of why we went out. Like we got a couple guys, the Hartle and Kennedy are.
Yeah, I like Kennedy. I think Kennedy's a pitcher's pitcher and going to be really good once he gets here. But he's like 3 years away.
Yeah, maybe 2. He's in single A right now, but. Like all of our guys are just like they're not top prospects. They're all kind of just mid-level guys.
Yeah, well, we don't have any pitchers in the top 100, but we've got some pitchers that I really like Bryce Cunningham, Ben Hess.
Yeah,
The Schlittler, Cam Schlittler.
Okay, yeah,
I like Cam Schlittler a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to get called up at some point.
Yeah.
Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, Chase Hampton. So we've got a lot of starting pitchers in the minors right now. We have a fucking relief guy, Cade Smith.
You have a Cade Smith?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
We have a fucking Cade Smith, the pitcher. He's a high A right now, though. So he's a ways away.
Yeah, our top guy, I think, is Nikhazy. But yeah, dude. I mean, all of our top 10 our top 8 prospects are all hitters. Oh, Braylon Dowdy. He's only 19 years old, though. He's not expected till 2028. He's heard good things about him. Walters is our next highest prospect.
And he's just went on the IL.
Yeah, 7-day IL. He's still dealing with something with his shoulder.
Does that freak you out at all?
I mean, shoulder injuries are, I think, second most concerning after the elbow, obviously.
Yeah.
At least to me. So
you don't want guys to like alter their delivery in order to feel less discomfort is like the concerning thing.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, outside of him, dude, Parker Messick's a guy in AAA. Like, there's none of these guys are like really top prospects. I don't think we'd be able to move for Strider.
That's real.
But,
no, that's real.
Who do you guys have this weekend?
We're back home. We got Toronto.
Okay.
Big series. Got to get it.
All right, we got Berrios versus Carrasco, an ex-AL Central matchup.
Yeah, dude. We got Toronto. I'm excited. Judge going back home, Ben Rice going back home. It's nice that Ben Rice gets a day off today. I know he's dealing with some discomfort in that back elbow. Mm-hmm. Dude, getting hit there sucks. And then we just need to survive another outing from Cookie. So
yeah, and I mean Toronto's got a decent lineup, but you figure, hey, again, kind of
just like completely pitch around the guys.
Yeah, you pitch around Vlad, you pitch around Santander, kind of just attack everyone else, dude. Oh, we get Jimenez versus Carrasco for the first time. That'll be fun. We've got Tanner Houck and Ben Lively going tomorrow. That should be a good matchup. Ben Lively's been one of the unsung heroes for the last 2 years now. I mean, just absolutely dialed. Then Saturday, oh, dude, pitching matchup of the weekend for you guys. Kevin Gossman versus Max Fried.
Max Fried.
That is baller, dude. That's going to be a hell of a matchup.
Love that. It's what we need. Good old Max Fried.
And then Walker Buehlen versus Logan Allen in our matchup on Saturday.
Has Walker been bad so far?
No, dude. I thought he's pitched well.
I haven't
the starts that I've
seen. Have been ignoring him because I dropped him in my fantasy league.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's all right. So let's go to his game logs. Yeah, I mean, 7 innings of 1-run ball his last start, 9 Ks. I mean, it's against the White Sox.
Did he have a blow-up start, though, to start the year?
His first 2 starts were bad. 4 earned and 5 earned in his first 2 starts. And then his last 3, 6 1/3, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, 5 innings, 2 earned against Tampa, and then the 7 with 1 earned and 9 Ks against Chicago. So he's kind of been dialed in his last 3 starts. I think that'll be tough matchup for us. And honestly, I think Logan Allen's due for an implosion start soon. So hopefully that doesn't come Saturday. And then Sunday, you guys are going Bassett versus Schmidt.
Yeah.
Decent matchup.
This will be Schmidt's 3rd start.
Hopefully you see him bounce back. He obviously had a rough go.
He got hit a little bit. I think his stuff's going to play, though. Schmidt will be all right. He's kind of feeling things out.
Yeah. And then my favorite pitching matchup in our series, Brian Bayo versus Gavin Williams. So
I need Gav to get shelled.
Nah, dude.
I need to run away with this, dude. I need to run away with this.
Stay locked in, baby.
Dude, I need some space there because Rodon's good for like just a tank job, too, at some point.
Well, normally Gavin isn't. He's been really good about kind of settling in even when stuff isn't there, at least early on in this year.
I mean, I thought he was close to imploding. They started throwing 100.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like literally fucking fried. But I do want to get you out of here, bro. You gotta go. You got shit to do.
I got a flight to catch in a couple of hours.
Real shit.
But yeah, dude, this another episode.
Little here and live, rocking out a little bit. Like, sub, retweet, all that.
We gotta do a fucking live stream soon.
We'll do. We'll do one next week. I promise.
Yeah, and in 2 weeks from now. We're gonna do I think we're gonna get some content of us at a double-A game,
dude,
right?
Gotta go to Rubber Ducks, dude. Gotta go see my guy Spencer Jones, man.
We're gonna see Indians versus Yankees double-A style in a couple weeks in Akron. That's gonna be fun. That'll be a good time.
I want to wear my Somerset Diners hat.
Dude, I gotta get something Akron. I
have that fried chicken hat that's like their theme night.
Oh yeah.
And then they also have the Swenson's pack.
Okay. Yes, that's right. I sent you that, right? Yeah, I got to get
that'll-
something
that'll
from
be
that.
something
The
we
Galley
check
Boy or
out.
whatever.
Yeah, dude, the Galley Boys. That's
I'll
gonna
have
be
to get
awesome
some of
team night.
those.
But I'm Chris. That's Pat. And
Yeah.
strike three.
Like 3.
Bro.
Yeah.